Yes, technically I am in my backyard and I'm going to be drinking some beer and it's beautiful out. Live on a canyon. It's pretty awesome. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Backyard Beer Tastings. I am Beer Coaster Toby from beercoasterspodcast.com. I'm here in my backyard in beautiful San Diego, California, and right now I'm going to be drinking a San Diego beer. This is the Alesmith Brewing Company's Double Red IPA, formerly known as the Winter Alesmith. Alesmith was always one of my favorite beers. I always look forward to it coming out in the winter time. They have a summer version called the Summer Alesmith that comes out in, I think, around June or July, just in time for Independence Day. But today I'm trying this bad boy right here. This is the Double Red IPA. Comes in at 8.5% ABV. Don't know much about the ingredients other than it uses American hops. So, you know what? I'm gonna crack it. Oh! I just got a whiff of pine right there. Woo! Oh, look at that. Look at that beauty. Ooh, yeah. Nice fat head, about one Yeti finger of head there, and it is nice and red in color. It's red with some kind of orangish highlights. Head is off-white, sustaining very well. On the nose, big pine. Lots of pine. There's a little bit of a, oh man, I get some like straight up grainy, like you know, when you're home brewing, and when you got it in the kettle and it's brewing, and just the smells you get off of the malts that are just brewing, it's that grainy, malty stank that's just wonderful. Yeah, I mean, it smells like a super fresh homebrew or a super freshly brewed beer. With pine, there's a little bit of a like an orange zest in there. A little bit of a pepperiness. Taking a sip. Cheers. Taking a sip, yeah. It tastes Christmassy. I mean, it has Christmassy in the sense that it tastes like a pine tree. I mean, it's just up front, just big pine and orange and kind of a caramelized sugar, like a little bit of toffee in there. Yeah, that is nice. I really like, I mean, it's very clean too. I mean, I really like the pininess, because it's so funny, because I mean, it seems like that type of hop profile is from, not really, I want to say back in the day, but you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, when craft brewers were starting to kind of over hop their beers, or really like focus on the hops in the beer. It seems like those were the type of notes you were getting. Nowadays, it seems more along the lines of these citrusy ones and tropical and that type of thing. But with this, it's almost like it's a throwback, to me at least. It's like a throwback to my earlier days of when I started getting into hoppy beers. Yeah, and Sierra Nevada always comes to mind, and like what's their names? Raging Bitch guys. But yeah, it seems to fit with the holidays. I mean, I could see this sipping this by the fire, Christmas Eve, and I don't know if I would be eating anything with it. Maybe like some. I think this would go well with like honey glazed ham or something like that. So you can go with your Christmas Eve dinner or Christmas Day dinner or whichever. But yeah, I mean, it's wonderful. It's a really, really nice, well balanced. I mean, it is leaning on the hoppy side. It does have that hop forward. I mean, it's a double red IPA, so the IBUs I'm sure are up there in the 70 to 90 range. But it's delicious. I mean, I got nice lacing happening. That's always a sign of a well-made beer. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go full 5 pints on this one. We give a rating on the Beer Coasters podcast out of 5 pints, 5 being the perfect beer. And this, to me, I mean, this is just great. And it's so funny because I don't know if it's because I've never really reviewed the Alesmith before. I think I have on a previous show. If you go to beercoasterspodcast.com and just search for Alesmith, you might find which show I did it on. I can't think of the top of my head if I did it, or if maybe Mike did it, or Chris even did the Alesmith. But I don't remember it being quite like this. I remember always really liking the Alesmith, but I don't think they changed the recipe. They may have, but either way, it's slam dunk, man. This is wonderful beer, very well made. Yeah, I encourage you to check it out. Alesmith.com is their website. They're in San Diego, California. This is the Double Red IPA, aka Winter Alesmith. And yeah, 5 pints, man. Awesomeness. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining me on yet another backyard beer tastings. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bomber. Make sure you go to beercoasterspodcast.com. Check out all of the shows. We have over 300 episodes on there. Audio podcasts. You can subscribe in iTunes and on Stitcher. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Untapped. Make sure you friend us on Untapped. See what we're untapping in between shows. And yeah, man, thanks for joining me. And cheers.